from everything that you saw, heard, witnessed, it's your understanding that they were in a romantic relationship beginning in 2019?
Yes.
That's Fani Willis's former friend and employee confirming this romantic relationship that had been denied. Remember, Fani Willis contradicts Willis's claim in court that she and Wade had been professional associates and friends since 2019. There was no personal relationship, she said, between her and Wade in November 2021 at the time of Wade's appointment. Nathan Wade, that is, on that trial team. Joining us now with legal perspective on our top stories, attorney Philip Holloway. Phil, it has been quite a day watching this courtroom drama unfold. What's your assessment at the end of all of this with Fani Willis's testimony?
Well, great to be with you again, Brett. Listen, this was, quite frankly, an embarrassing spectacle. It was a display of hubris. This was the kind of behavior and demeanor that you really wouldn't expect to see from a legal professional, certainly not someone who bills themselves as an objective and fair-minded prosecutor. Instead, Fani Willis came into the courtroom. She was obviously mad. She had a mission. She was on a mission to defend her paramour from the attacks that it appeared that she had been watching. She said under oath that she was not, but those of us watching, the reaction was, look, she's disobeyed the judge's ruling. She's been listening to this testimony because she came in there really, really hot. Now, I think, though, that at the end of this, Brett, she may actually prevail on this hearing, and let me say why. She gave this testimony, believable or not. I think many can make the argument that it's not believable that she reimbursed Nathan Wade in cash, in untraceable cash, for the expenditures that show up on his credit card receipts and his credit card bills for her airfare and for the costs associated with her luxury travel. But nevertheless, the judge is going to perhaps be stuck with those answers, with that testimony about cash. It's the kind of thing that, quite frankly, if I'm the judge, after I've heard this other witness that you showed just a moment ago telling me that the people may have lied about when their affair began, if I'm the judge, I'm going to order some type of independent investigation, something that is more thorough, something with more resources than these defense attorneys have to bring to this, because we need to know if there's any way to corroborate this. This is such an outlandish claim that it's the kind of thing that courts really need to get to the bottom of so that we can have confidence in the result here.
But what does it mean for the case overall? The former president to Fox Digital has weighed in saying there is no case here. It's so badly tainted. There is no case here. There was a perfect phone call. It was perfect. He's talking about with the Secretary of State of Georgia. But by going after Trump, she's able to get her boyfriend more money than they ever dreamed possible. What does this potentially, Phil, do for this case, which is not just the former president, but, as you know, 18 other defendants down there?
Well, what the defense really needed to do today was prove to the judge's satisfaction that Fani Willis personally, financially was enriched by virtue of the no-bid contract that she gave to her now admitted paramour. And, of course, the allegation was that she was enriched by virtue of receiving these travel benefits and having him pay for all of these things. If those things had been something that can be conclusively proved, not only could Willis be taken off the case due to conflict of interest, this is the kind of thing that can amount to a due process violation, and the conflict of interest could mean that the whole case sinks. However, we've got to remember there are other claims in the motion to dismiss. There's claims of prosecutorial misconduct related to extrajudicial statements, things that she said out of court over and over again in public that the defense says are designed to belittle and to demean and to cast the other defendants in a bad light, and essentially to deny them of a fair trial. So those are all still questions that the judge is going to have to answer and rule on. But the big thing from today, other than the ridiculous claims of cash reimbursement, in my view, was the stunning reveal that witnesses now say that these two were having an affair prior to Fani Willis even taking office. If that is the case, that means they have lied to the court, and now we are potentially in disbarment territory, Brett.
Well, it's something to follow. It's been quite something to watch today. Phil, as always, thank you.
You bet.